Hello, everyone. I just want to do a overview video of the upcoming week, Unit 4, or Week 4 of our course. Um, just a couple things. Obviously, we're changing our focus here from reading basic moral theory, which is what Kant and Mill are. That is, people who are thinking hard about the theoretical foundations of morality in general, to talking about a specific moral issue, abortion. Which is not to say that these writers don't bring with them a kind of a theoretical apparatus, general principles, which is actually quite important to their work. But we're focusing here on a specific issue. So we're not asking about the basis of right and wrong here. We're asking about whether a particular act, having an abortion, is right or wrong. And if it's wrong, why is it wrong? And if it's not wrong, why is it not? That sort of thing. So this is more about applied ethics than general moral theory. I hope that it's clear that what we're doing in this class is not about trying to get somebody to think a certain way or not think a certain way or change anybody's opinion. If I'm asking anything of you, it's to be thoughtful and reasonable. That is, it doesn't matter to me what your stance on abortion is, really. I mean, honestly, I don't care. That is, I don't care if you're for or against abortion. What I care about is the quality of the arguments and the reasoning that you can give in support of whatever position you take. So, of course, I care about your work, but I don't care whether you're pro-choice or anti-abortion. That is completely up to you. What you need to do when you're writing about this issue is to be thoughtful about what sort of arguments and reasons you are offering in support of your position. That's really what you're being evaluated on. But in any case, what we're really doing this week is two things. First, we have our third ethical analysis, which is due on the 13th, which I suppose is Monday. A very, very sort of basic prompt here. I'm just asking you to write a 500-word essay that describes your ethical position on abortion. I would have liked to give it a more concrete or definite shape, the prompt. But what I found is that if I tried to do so, I poison the waters. What I want is just your basic take on abortion. I couldn't find a better way of doing it. So all you need to do is really write 500 words on what you think about abortion and why. So that's how we'll begin the week, is you writing that. I will be putting up a PowerPoint video with excerpts from student work, like I did with the first ethical analysis. And then you'll have to do a reflection on that. Once that video is up, there's a reflection assignment where you need to watch the video and respond to this prompt. I guess it's by the end of the week. Was there anything in there that a student wrote that you particularly agree or disagree with, or that I said in the video and that you particularly disagree or agree with, and why? So that needs to be done. I just wanted to say about the PowerPoint or the video that I'll do based upon student work, I will not include any names. This is a particularly sensitive subject. I mean, maybe every subject in ethics is sensitive, but this one is, I think, to a lot of people, particularly sensitive. So I will be putting up student work, but I will not be attaching any names to it. And if you would like me to not, if even that is not enough, just contact me and I just won't put your work up. But the work I do put up will not have names attached. It'll be totally anonymous. No one will see your work except for me. So I hope that you feel free to be candid in terms of how you feel about abortion and what your reasoning is as far as your stance. So that needs to be done. And then sort of we do what we did before with Kant and Mill. That is, we work at our positions, or we describe, or to ourselves at least, what our position is morally, and then we read some academic philosophy, some serious philosophical work on the subject from Judith Jarvis Thompson and Don Marquis, sort of wondering if they help us at all, or if they help us to clarify things, or even if they change our position. I mean, just in an experimental way. That's why we do the first, the first assignment before we read anything, because we have our ideas, and then we see whether academic philosophy, formal philosophy, actually helps us in any way. So that's why it's structured the way it is. So these two essays, right now, I don't want to say much about them because I want you to be able to do that ethical analysis having not been influenced by them. I'll have a lot to say later in the week, and obviously I have plenty of videos up on both of the readings. And I'll probably supplement them with videos during the week. But I don't want to say anything right now, because the important thing is that you just work out your ideas on abortion without having read anything, at least recently, without having read these things about it. And then to see afterwards what sort of influence they may or may not have had on you, these two readings from Marquis and Thompson. So I won't say anything specific about them. That's for later. I do think they're two of the best essays on abortion that I've ever read. One by Thompson is A Defense of Abortion, so it's obviously a defense of abortion. The other is anti-abortion, obviously from the title, Why Abortion Is Immoral. So it's not that we get the whole spectrum on abortion. We certainly don't. These are two very specific approaches by individual thinkers, Thompson and Marquis, on this issue, and in some ways they're quite unique, and in some way, and that's really why I like them. So, like reading Kant and like reading Mill, you're reading something, getting your sense of it, developing an understanding of it, and developing your opinions about it. But you are also preparing for an exam on this material, which will be on the 21st. So. Just keep that in mind. Aside from the discussion board, I don't even know if I put a prompt up yet for the discussion board. I don't think I did. Oh, I have. Yeah. Okay. So you have something to respond to on the discussion board. Just remember that discussion board needs to be done sometime during the week. There are review questions both for Thompson and Marquis that are due. They have due dates. Hopefully that's all set up. So yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, we're halfway through the course now, but if you have any questions about what's going on, more than halfway through the course, or any concerns, please feel free to contact me. And I probably will be putting up some videos later in the week on Thompson and Marquis that highlight certain aspects of it that I think are important. And as usual, I would be putting up review videos for the study questions or review questions as an aid to your studying for the exam.